what I found out is nobody uses the convert function. And this is one of those functions that I file under, where has this been all my life? Because when I first started this thing, it's one of those really simple things. I didn't know it was out there. And all this time I was doing these crazy, conversion tables, and then I came across this, and I was like, what? So this is my Excel tip. Really easy. Check out the convert function. In A1, let's say you have 1 liter, and you want to convert it to pints. All you need is convert. Convert 1, the units to convert from, L, PT. Now, where did I come up with L and PT? I will show you that. Can you still see my screen here? I'm going to share a different application now. Now we are going to look at my Excel screen, so you guys should be able to see that. All right? Okay. Here we go. Blank spreadsheet. Really simple. 1 liter. How many pints is that? Convert. I'm going to make this wider so you guys can see it as I'm typing. Always like to do that. Convert. Convert that number from, and it pulls up, so you don't have to memorize the units, of course. It pulls up all these options to choose from, some of which I have never heard of. I don't know, what's a slug? Anybody know what a slug is? Not sure. But so I go down here, I find, somewhere down here we're going to find liter. There we go, liter. 2 unit, convert it to whatever you want. US pint, let's look at UK pint. It's probably bigger than a US pint, I'm going to guess. But that's all there is to it. So, of course, with these arguments, you could also, you don't have to bake them into the formula like this. You could have them in a separate cell or something like that. But I thought that was a cool function for all you bartenders out there.
Yeah.
I love that function.
It's so great. It works for time. Yeah, like it converts, hours to days and seconds to hours and the other way around. So it's really handy, and it saves you having to, go to Google every time you're like, how many milliliters is in a gallon? Saves you all of those kinds of things. Although I have to complain now to Microsoft because, let me go back in here. The thing that was missing, like it doesn't have milliliters, so I have to, and of course, metric, you know that a milliliters is 1,000 milliliters is 1 liter, but it doesn't, so then you have to do the fractions in your head, but there's no milliliter option. So all I know is, Excel team, why are you biased against bartenders? And the reason that's a problem is because a lot of spirits are sold in 750, 3/4 milliliter or 3/4 of a liter bottles, 750 milliliters.
Yep.
So I don't have a milliliter option here. So it's not completely an exhaustive list. So if you're working with milliliters, you have to just, if this were, I would have to just call this, 3/4 of a liter or whatever the case may be. So there may be some conversions you still have to kind of do quasi-manually, but the convert function is super handy for planning your Excel speakeasy cocktail party.
Yeah. Now,
all right.
Now, please show what happens when you try to convert some things that don't convert. Like
what?
Like
cups to seconds to a slot.
Tablespoons to horsepower.
Tablespoons to what?
Horsepower.
I don't know. I've never tried that. Okay, so here we have. I did notice it's got barrel. Okay, horsepower. Where's tablespoon? Okay, so let's convert. How many? 1 teaspoon equals what in horsepower? Well, let's go with tablespoon. Convert that to. Where's horsepower? Did I pass it up already?
Or light years.
Or light years. Okay. Well, let's. Some of these. What's the?
It looks
gross
like
registered ton. Cubic nautical mile. Cubic yard? How about cubic yard?
Okay.
Sure.
That's some weird number that doesn't make any sense. So obviously you need to know a little bit about what you're doing before you dive into the convert function, because this is...
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, what it didn't give you is options there for the second thing. It didn't give you the option of year. It didn't give you the option of time. It only gave you things that were that were measurements that were consistent with tablespoons.
Right, so so in theory these are all liquid volume measurements is what you're saying, Rick?
That's what it appears to be, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe they've upgraded it.
Well, like what if I said how many, okay, so if I start from scratch for that argument, where's all my time measures? I thought this had time measures. Where's my minutes and seconds and, oh.
Meter
Does it not,
flow.
Jordan, does it not have? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. That's all I do.
Okay.
I'm not a very
Okay,
simple man.
so here's a question for you. Which version of Excel are you using?
2013.
2013?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I might have a few things to suggest to Microsoft on this one. Because, you know, they're always so responsive to all my suggestions so far. But anyway, check out the convert function for you know, simple things like, you know, teaspoons to tablespoons or tablespoons to gallons. That kind of stuff, it's really handy. So.
Yeah.
What do you think
All
about
right.
that, Az?
Cool.
All right. This is interesting because I am playing with it on the 26 Plus. Does filter out, and once I put in the first one, it will only give me reasonable options after.
Right. So,
So-
what is your Sriracha ranking on that? What is your Sriracha ranking
Sriracha.
on that?
Oh! All right. You need 5 for reminding us that it does exist. Yes.